Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your reading. This is a general reading in honor of Pluto's transition into your sign for the next 20 years. This is something that is being talked about a lot, and we're just tapping into that energy of global and social shifts, as well as personal and intimate transformations that we've been preparing for some of us for days, weeks, months, years, even decades, depending on where it falls in your chart. Because this is a general reading, it's not going to resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, please check out the description box below where I am featuring a half-off sale through the end of this year. Otherwise, I am so grateful for you being here and for all the support that you give me. I'm deeply appreciative. Your overall energy for this reading is the Eight of Jades. This is about your determination for success based on your understanding the ways in which you can improve your skills, yourself, your own character, uh, the humility, clarity, diligence, consistent work ethic, discipline that you apply to what you love is what prepares you to be available to the opportunities that are coming through for you. In many ways, you are creating your own success through your love of craft and expression of that craft, a skill or talent. This comes across as a loyalty to the work that you're here to do, and that an understanding that all good things evolve over time through the application of persistence, clarity, work, and effort. So this is a very beautiful indication of your building success that is assured to you, but it comes in a way that you are absolutely prepared for and have anticipated, which makes the likelihood of your ability to leverage the opportunities that you receive more likely. In the present, we have the Ten of Staffs. This is in some ways symbolic of the tremendous change that you are making. Your effort, your obligation, your sense of commitment to addressing the needs of others is steadfast. It's experienced, and it is slightly outworn, only because the goals that were the the attention to the needs of others was based on the expectations of others, not on your own vision or goals entirely. In that way, you are you're fulfilling your obligations because that's what you do, that's who you are. However, you are releasing uh, the expectations of others, the need to comply to that is no longer serving you, has perhaps not served you in a long time, if ever. But you are taking those skills and you are releasing those goals that belong to others, and you are instead releasing yourself from them, creating this letdown, this release of a tremendous amount of exhaustion in complying, working hard to provide for others without the reciprocal support that you require. And so you're creating space here for yourself in order to receive this shift in your goals and your alignment. In the past, we have the Hanged One. And the Hanged One is about time that you've been utilizing in the past to recognize and absorb all the changes that have occurred within you. These changes are the result of changes that you've experienced in your external environment, in the world. Certainly, we all live in a somewhat tumultuous world that is shifting the terms of our engagement dramatically and drastically in the moment. But your ability to understand the necessity that in shifts that it is demanding of you, the desire and ability to see things differently than you have in the past, as a way of recognizing the real opportunities that exist. This, in some ways, is on a very basic level, a glass half empty or half full kind of shift that you have been made aware of by the exhaustion that has prompted your awareness that you are complying with a system or an expectation that doesn't serve you or the community, audience, customers, clients, or students that make up the recipients of your services. So you're aware that despite your effort, that you truly haven't been serving yourself or others in the way that you perhaps had hoped that you could. And in order to absorb that and recognize what changes were needed within you, you have been holding back. You have been stepping back to some degree. In the future, we have the Devil card. And this, I feel like, is the external struggle for power that is existing not only in your external environment in some way or another, but within you. So it is not easy. It is one thing to recognize that a system, an expectation, a job, or way of completing or expressing a talent or set of skills was done for the approval and validation of a system that served folks certainly in the past, but no longer does so in the future, in the present, and certainly is wearing itself out for the future, precisely at the time that these services and these talents, these skills are so desperately needed to advance the resources of others, the resources we all need. Understanding that and also weaning yourself off from the reliance on the conventional authority or conforming to that has been a much longer and greater learning curve. With Pluto in your sign as of this moment, for the next 20 years, you are now given that awareness that allows you to uh, understand where systems precisely are failing, where goals are precisely inadequate to the needs of people now. And this is the work that you're doing in coming out as shifting your goals for a better world to a vision that you see is more appropriate and can expand with the needs of others now and in the future. This is abandoning allegiance to the status quo and allowing you to step up and be perhaps once perceived as an authority and now perceived as a radical, a revolutionary, a way of an iconoclast, someone who is the emblem of progressive or innovative changes that have previously been unimaginable. I'm going to first I'm going to pull an oracle card and ask that if this reading is resonating with you at some level, that you'll like this video, share this with others, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I pulled the Caracol. And the key word is opportunity. Trust your intuition and follow through. Be aware of your surroundings and leap at opportunity. I would say a beautiful summary of what we've shared so far. And the beautiful flower attached to that is a hibiscus. That may have meaning for some of you. If so, please drop that in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts, Aquarius. I'm going to clarify the Ten of Staffs in the present with the Ten of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. You're actively changing the way that you have understood, the way that you have been defined. You're resisting the labeling that has been assigned to you. And that can be a labeling that in an external social way can be good. It can be that because of some aptitude you have, or perhaps in the zip code that you grew up in, certain paths are available to you that would not have been available to others. Whether that has worked to your economic advantage or not, you're recognizing that that definition, that label has limited you, and you are now much more self-aware about the capacity that the potential that is available to you through your own talents, through the development of your own talents. And in that way, you are really shifting towards a better world, whatever that means for you. If that is a stronger, more loving family, a more resourceful community, if that is a more just world, a more equitable organization, whatever way a better world translates to you, your vision includes the sharing of resources rather than the competition of resources. So this is a major shift from the way that you have been groomed or conditioned to understand and accept perhaps your privilege or your disadvantages in life accordingly. In the past, the Hanged One is clarified by the Three of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. This is the third 10 you've received. Tens, as you may know, break down to the number 1. They are the beginning of double-digit numbers, so they represent a change. They represent an elevation to another level. And this card is indicating to me that this shift within has been very, very challenging. For many of you, it has been very painful. You've had to separate yourself from those whom you perhaps are aware did not intend you harm by labeling you and limiting you in a way that they believed would be for your ultimate benefit, even though they could not possibly know what your potential was. You have had to work hard to uh, release yourself from the desire to conform to the expectations of those who you believe had your best interest at heart, in order to assert your vision in a way that now feels appropriate and timely. But this release of old obligations, old favors, old definitions has been challenging, difficult, and I can imagine for many of you, Pluto's entire transit through Capricorn was exceedingly challenging, particularly for many of you, your family of origin, a culture or national origin that you experience perhaps a lot of resistance or deprivation. But what you're doing with that energy now is setting up a way for you to move forward. If that's a new idea, a new project, a new team, a new lifestyle, you have been making the connections, networking, finding out the models, looking at similar kinds of enterprises or teams that resonate with your values and goals, in a way, taking the concrete steps to make something happen, taking the actions to create this new beginning, this shift in your orientation, in your goals, so that you're simultaneously waiting for feedback, engaging in conversations that are inconclusive but establish a bond, a connection that reflects shared goals and alliances. In the future, the Devil card is clarified by the Death card and the Three of Cups. So the Death card is really echoing your absolute release of the old way, the old guard, the old allegiances. Not that the people or that perhaps are the vehicles of uh, conventional ideas or ideas about the way things should be are you're separating consciously from. You are clear that it's not about the people, it's about the ideas. You're looking to relationships and opportunities that support um, your vision, that support your ability to in so doing, support you. And that is precisely what you have drawn towards you, in part because your vision of a better world includes a better community. It means honoring the love that does exist in your life, those that do see you, that do recognize your talent, your vision, and support you, even if that's in simply listening to you, not criticizing you, giving you a space to be vulnerable, a safe space to articulate your plans, to share your journey to the place that you're at now. So you are uplifting the emotional and creative support that is required in order to make this phenomenal change that you are making. I'm going to finish off this reading, Aquarius, with a chakra wisdom card and hope that you gain some insight here. And I have pulled this is a special card that is about the entire balance of your whole spiritual and physical system. All things work best in conjunction with all things. And what the key word here is equilibrium. I hope this has been helpful for you, Aquarius. You are entirely blessed at this particular moment, as are we all, to have you in our lives. So until next time, namaste.